Hello, it's Audrey from the Gypsy Garden. Today we are making Spekboom Chutney. I want to tell you about the spekboom. I've got one here for us to have a look at. So the botanical name for spekboom is Portulacaria afra. And it is sometimes confused with the jade bush. Now, a spekboom you can eat, but the jade bush or Crasula ovulata you cannot eat. Somebody told me the other day you must look for the little red line. Now, if you see a Crasula, you'll see there's a little red line around the leaves. So that's why people say that, if ever anybody told you this. So yeah, it is a plant indigenous to South Africa. There's a thicket of it in the Eastern Cape, which they say produces enough oxygen for the state of Texas. Whether that's true or not, we do not know, but that there's literature for that. And it is called the oxygen tree because they say that it produces a lot of oxygen. Now, as I've told many people for a long time, the process of producing oxygen is called photosynthesis, and every plant, every green thing on earth photosynthesizes to make food for itself and oxygen for us. So what the difference with the Portulacaria afra and a few other plants is that they have the ability to, they call it photosynthesis, and that means they can also photosynthesize during the night. So they are special. They are not quite as special as everybody does seem to think, but they are very, very special. And what I want to do at the Gypsy Garden is I want to teach you guys how to garden, how to look after plants in general, and also how to grow your own food. But then I want to teach you what to do with it, how to cook with it, what can you do with the different things. So the first one we are doing, and I'm so excited about this, is Spekboom Chutney. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Please stay to the end, like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get started. Let's get harvesting. So this is my spekboom that I've planted specifically for this spekboom making chutney exercise. So they say that you need to do this early in the morning. Apparently it changes the taste of the spekboom, and then they also say that the top shoots are more tasty. Now we are cutting the onions, or starting to cut the onions. We've chopped up the peppers. So the red onion gives the chutney a lovely color, and that's why we prefer to use that. So what we are doing now is we are taking our spekboom that we've harvested, and now we need to rinse it with some salt water because it comes from outside and it's a little dusty and dirty, and then we need to just we put a little bit of salt so that if there's any hojos or anything, that they will also not end up in our chutney. And yeah, that's it. And then we rinse, and then we can start chopping this up. So now our spekboom is all rinsed, and now you just start chopping it. So my spekboom tree that I've set aside specifically for this purpose is quite big, so the little leaves are quite big. Yeah, as you just cut through it, it's kind of a little sort of squishy. Spekboom is very high in vitamin C, so you can eat it raw in salads. As I said, you need to harvest it in the morning. It tastes better than if you harvested it later in the day. Sometimes it can be very sour if you did harvest it later in the day. So I'm just doing a sort of a rough chop on a different time that I tried that I made this Spekboom chutney, and I don't know, I guess I took photos or I filmed it, I can't remember. Somebody commented that my onions aren't the same size as the rest of my ingredients. So to that I am kind of like, you know, see the worry in my eye. I'm not a professional chef. I am a girl that likes to cook, and I'm passionate about gardening, and I want to teach you how to use the things that you can grow in your own garden, and how you can actually eat it, and how it can become part of your diet, how we can be healthy, how we can save money, how we can live more sustainably. You know, you can have a Spekboom and I can have chickens and we can barter. That is why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to be measuring my ingredients so that they are all exactly the same size. So in the end, if the sizes of my ingredients bother you, then please look away. The last bit of chopping that needs to be done is the apples, and then we are going to grate the ginger, and then we can start cooking. So now the apples are chopped, you can see the apples are chopped, the peppers are chopped, the onions are chopped, and the Spekboom is chopped, and now we are going to grate some ginger. So once again, I'm not a professional chef, so I just do this whichever way I can get to the ginger. I think I saw a hack on TikTok or something on how to peel a ginger, so which I'm not doing. So once again, if this is disturbing to you, then look away. We are doing our best here. So, oh, it smells good. Ginger is wonderful. So I'm quite successful at growing ginger in my garden as well. This is store-bought, and it's been in the fridge for a while. So there we go. So we are going to grate this now. And then we're going to start cooking. So now starts the exciting bit, the cooking. So you start by warming your oil. So I'm just using extra virgin olive oil, and then you flavor your oil with chilies. So now this, in the past, I have burnt the chilies. Don't burn your chilies. Watch it. It happens quickly. So don't go anywhere. Don't answer the phone. Now we need to be present. You need to be here. And then we have our garlic. So we flavor our oil with some garlic. There you can hear the sizzling. I warmed the, yeah, you can see as my wooden, it's already stained with all the Spekboom Chutney I've made. So there is the Spekboom Chutney. So it looks very nice, it smells lovely, the chili is not burning, the oil is nice and warm. Now we can start adding our onions that we have chopped, lovely red onions. So about the garlic, I just used what I had, which was this store-bought chopped garlic that's been in the fridge for a while. So if you have fresh garlic, that's fabulous. I did not. Okay, so now this just needs to cook for a little bit. Now my eyes are burning and I'm going to start coughing. When I chopped these onions, I was crying. So far it's been quite emotional. So I'll get back to you in a little while when this is cooked a little bit further. Okay, the onions have been cooking for a few minutes. They're a little softer. And I'm going to add the peppers. I love peppers. You can use green peppers, you can use red peppers. Again, what I had on hand, what I could buy the last time I went to the grocer, was these yellow ones, which are fabulous. They do add a lovely color to the chutney. And now we just do the same. We just let it cook a little bit, and I will be back with you when we are ready for the next step. So the next thing that we need to put in, honestly I forgot, it should have come in a little bit earlier, but doesn't matter. So the recipe asks for a tablespoon of curry. So I use a mild curry. If you've got a stronger constitution than I have, then you're welcome to use a stronger curry. And you just work that in. You know the curry needs to cook. So let's mix it in nicely. It smells wonderful, it looks great. So the curry has been cooking for a few minutes with the onions and the oil and the peppers. It smells great, starting to look right. And now it's time for the spekboom. So now we're just going to leave the spekboom to also cook with the rest a little bit. So this is what it looks like now. It's a few minutes later. We are now going to add the ginger and the apple, and then we are going to put the vinegar, the water, and the sugar. So here's our apples. 2 cups of sugar. So here is just ordinary sugar, 1 cup, 2 cups. And the vinegar, we need 1 cup of vinegar. So there is the vinegar. It smells awesome. So there is the vinegar and the water. I also use the beer mug because I don't have a measuring thing to put water in. So I promise that wasn't vodka or anything else. It was water. I'm going to turn the heat up again a little bit, and yeah, the pot's quite full now, so you can actually kind of see. And now we just leave it for I find definitely an hour. The recipe says, you know, I think half an hour or something, but yeah. So then you cook it till you find that you have the consistency of chutney that you like, and then you leave it to cool down. And here we are, the end of the day. Our spekboom chutney has cooked. It has cooled down, so the consistency is what I consider to be chutney. I've got my sterilized recycled bottles here, and then you pour it in your bottles. I guess it's a, what would it be, a condiment, and it is, I think it's great with cheeses. Give it a shot.